This essay example, as well as thousands of others, is available in text format on our website for free and without registration. Simply Google Ivy Panda Free Essays.
Hassan and Amir are the main characters of the novel The Kite Runner, written by Khaled Hosseini in 2003. These two little boys are considered to be best friends from their childhood. They have common interests, games, and even sayings that can mean nothing to others but change the whole world for them. Hassan and Amir are the characters that help to comprehend how precious male friendship can be and how unpredictable the outcomes of one single mistake may become for their destinies, their future, and their lives. Taking into consideration that loyalty is one of the standard features for both Hassan and Amir, their differences, which consist of family and origin, as well as their attitudes to life, friendship, and respect, make them too close and too far from each other simultaneously. First of all, boys' origins were one of the severe differences between Hassan and Amir. Amir is a Pashtun boy who is aware of how powerful these people are in comparison to the Hazaras, the origin of little Hassan. The man is a Pashtun to the root. He has Nang and Namuz, honor and pride. Due to this fact, Amir truly believes in his superiority over his friend Hassan and thinks that their origins may be one of the factors to put his own demands in the first place. In comparison to Amir, Hassan never pays any attention to his origins and the roots of his friend. After his birth, he decides to devote all his life, his actions, and even his words to his best friend, Amir. He is not afraid of Amir's enemies and is always ready to stick up for him. These two little boys cannot even comprehend that their origins differences should not influence their relations and mutual support and cost nothing in comparison to their future challenges. Their second difference lies in their family relations and attitudes toward their relatives. Baba, Amir's father, demonstrates his love for both boys, but still, his attitude toward Amir is too critical because he thinks his son is not as manly as he is expected to be. This difference between Amir and Hassan's families turns out to be rather important, as their relations and families reflect on boys' relations. Just in order to win the respect of his own father, Amir sincerely believes that Hassan's rape may be regarded as a sacrifice that will play a specific role in their future. In addition, Amir thinks that the rape of a young Hazara by a young Pashtun Asef does not matter anything, so Hassan's action is another one that will help Amir with his self-actualization. Hassan has no one to gain respect among his family as his father does not actually need this respect. This is why Amir is the only person whose respect Hassan wants to win. But when Hassan gets to know how unfair and cowardly the actions of his friends are, he has nothing to do but leave the place and support his father with his ideas and desires. So, their difference in the family is one more issue that influences Amir's and Hassan's characters, attitudes to lives, and life's priorities. Finally, in spite of the fact that Amir and Hassan have so many differences of opinions, attitudes toward each other, and purposes, these two boys are characterized by one substantial similarity: their loyalty. Of course, this loyalty is not to each other, but still, it makes them so similar and so close. From the very beginning, Hassan demonstrates and proves his loyalty to Amir many times, for you 1,000 times over. Amir sees this very loyalty to Hassan and usually calls him good old reliable Hassan because he knows that any time Hassan will rescue him, make a sacrifice, and believe his words even if they are not genuine and sincere. Amir demonstrates almost the same type of loyalty to his father. Baba is a brilliant example of how to be a real man, a real Pashtun, and a real father. In order to prove his loyalty to Baba, Amir forgets about all the care that comes from Hassan and sacrifices their friendship in order to become more serious and more respectable for his father. The loyalty of these two characters shows how their trust in other people may be blind and tragic. To my mind, that loyalty that is inherent to little boys has to be controlled by their parents in order to show them the right way. And in this story, such control is absent and leads to deaths, sorrow, and guilt. In general, the comparison of Amir and Hassan, who have so many differences, helps to realize how significant people's origins and relations within families can be. The idea of loyalty that turns out to be one of Amir and Hassan's main similarities is so absurd, and this is why it causes a terrible quarrel between the best friends, long-term guilt of Amir, deep disappointment of Hassan, and absence of punishment in regards to such sadist like Asef. Did you like this Hassan and Amir, the relations which touch the soul sample? To get more works like this one, make sure to check out the database of academic paper examples at ivypanda.com. You will find thousands of samples for all your study needs.